So this is my first review. For some reason I decided I'm going to be doing reviews now. And here I go. My name is Christian, or Christian, or just Chris, whatever you want. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Bulgaria. As you might expect, I'm a nerd, and like all nerds, I really want to talk about the stuff that makes me get nerdgasms. Meaning novels, short stories, poems, songs and plays and whatnot. Movies, shows, games even, although I hardly play computer games now. And because I want to spark the fiery hills of nerd discussions, I'm recording this. I'm gonna be doing my reviews. I'm gonna be placing them in two categories: bitch and geek reviews, according to whether I like the thing I'm discussing or not. And for the record, I either like a thing or not. That's why there's just the two categories and not a middle one. Cause like Cersei Lannister said, there is no middle ground. That really applies to me. So this very awkward and random video is gonna be about my thoughts on Into the Storm. I saw the movie recently because I saw there was storm porn in it. I've always been a fan of all stuff tornadoes, you know. Twisters, storm chasers and whatever, and I couldn't just pass this by because the trailer made me fall for it. I told all my friends they should watch it because it's good, but it's actually not. I just got nerdy over the great special effects and that made me praise it. But now that I'm thinking clearly about it, this review is definitely a bitch review because I'm gonna complain about how lame Into the Storm was. It's basically a Storm Chasers Twister ripoff because you see the same characters and the same storylines. You know, for example, the Twister maniac with the armored car that gets killed for the sake of redemption, his little worker minions that get killed in the process of Twister chasing, so the protagonist has something to redeem from. And of course the stupid side story of the random single parent family that happens to be in the school building which the Twister eats up. And to top it off, you see the two moronic comic reliefs who perform drunken jackass stunts until the wind blows them up into a tree and, guess what? Does not kill them. The only memorable actor in this film is Richard Armitage, who I came to know because of The Hobbit. I'm not gonna say he's a bad actor, but I'm not gonna say he's a good actor either, because when I read The Hobbit some time ago, this was not how I imagined the character of Thorin, which might be a little prejudiced toward the actor himself, because I've not seen his other movies, but I don't give a fuck. To me, he has this kind of poker face bitch expression, which doesn't make me buy his act, especially in Into the Storm. The other actors, I don't really know and basically don't care about, but I will say for the record that some of them were good given the crappy movie they had to deal with. Especially Thorin's older son. He had a scene where he was close to dying and he had to record on camera his last goodbyes to his family, and I gotta say, kudos to this guy, he managed to make me care at least once during the whole movie. The only thing that made me like Into the Storm at least a little bit were the storms themselves. If nothing else, the special effects in this movie are really top notch. Yeah, I'm practicing my accent. But this is just plain makeup, you know, the effects, and it doesn't excuse the fact that annoyed me the most. Was this a Twister ripoff or a Twister tribute? I mean, we all see these familiar images from Twister, like the flying cow, the EF5 monster Twister trail in the field, and it really bugs me because I like Twister. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure movie, and did this new movie steal from it, or did it try to honor it? Because I've not done any research on this, and I don't ever plan to, I'm gonna assume that these are just little bits and pieces of freaking ripoff. And to wrap this up as a solid bitch review about whether you should watch the movie or not, well, if you're into storm porn like me, yeah, you should watch it, because Tornado's action is amazing, but if you're looking for something with brains, just look somewhere else. And for the end of my bitch review, this is Chris. Thanks for watching, if anyone ever sees this. And if you want to discuss Into the Storm, you know where the comment section is.